Today you're going to learn 2 proven strategies to help promote your crochet business. Hi, I'm James DeLong, the founder of Savvy Kingdom and the Crochet Masterclass video series. And in this video, I'm going to show you the pros and cons of each method and which one will work best for you. Okay, so the very first strategy I want to talk about is paid advertising. And this is by far the fastest way to grow your business. Now, there's a couple of caveats that I want to mention before you dive heavily into any type of paid advertising and just spending your money. So the first thing I want to tell you is, do you know where your clients are? Do you know where your customers hang out? Are they big on Facebook? Are they big on YouTube? Do they hang out mostly on TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest? So those are things you need to find out. So what I would tell you, if you're just starting out, you want to start learning how to promote your business, I would tell you start with some type of paid advertising first. And from that point, figure out which of those platforms you're going to be on. So for instance, let's take, for example, you know that your market is big on Facebook. So I would tell you to run some Facebook ads, learn that first. So what this video is about right now is going to tell you how to promote it. And I'm going to give you the tools and just tell you these are the next steps you need to do. So first thing is, say you wanted to do Facebook. So you're going to find some type of course or whatever, just some training. You can find free training on Facebook, on YouTube, on how to advertise on Facebook. And in fact, actually, if you on Facebook itself, they actually go over, they give you like, there's a whole section of support that tells you how to create your Facebook ads and stuff like that. So first thing I would tell you is, like, say we chose Facebook as our platform. Well, at that point, I would tell you to run a bunch of different ads, run a bunch of different categories for demographics, for age, a lot of different things like likes and interest. And then I would tell you to do multiple campaigns where you're running 2 or 3 or 4 different campaigns at the same time. Might be the personality image, it might be your product image, it might be a video ad. So whatever it is, I want you just to try it a little bit until you actually get to the point where you have one that's converting at a good, decent number for you. I mean, like 10%, 20%. This is based off of you and your market. You know better. However, so once you get that dialed in, then that's the part where you can scale it up as much as you want to. You can turn it down depending on what you want to do. Once I run my ads, I know that it's working. I'll spend like $10 a day for a week to find out I'll run 6 ads at one time. Just give you an example. I'll run 6 ads at one time. I'll do $5 or $10 each and let it run for a whole week. And out of those, I'll find out which one of those is the best. So from that point, I'll take the best one there. Then I'll run another 5 or 6 ads, and I'll keep on doing it until I get better and better conversions. And also till the prices go down to, like, I like to get maybe 5 or 6 cents per click. So the cheaper that I can get it, the more clicks that I get, the better the advertising is, the better it is for you in the long run. So that's the first thing, is to know where your platform that you want to use, know where your customers are at. And the second thing is your budget. So you don't want to spend a lot of money on your advertising if you don't know what you're doing just yet. So I would say start off comfortably $5 to $10 a day. And I would just test it out for, like, maybe a week, or you probably only need 5 or 6, 4 or 5 days max, really. You can test multiple ad campaigns. Again, this is with any platform that you choose. And then once you get one that's working, at that point, you can just, put $2, $3 in a day and just let it keep on running. And that's the great little way to constantly bring people into your market. And then the next thing is to understand what it is you're promoting. So don't promote your page just because you want to get likes or follows. Now, the thing is, there's on Facebook, I'll give you an example. Facebook, you can actually do promotions for likes and follows. But what I was taught a long time ago, and this is something I will tell you, this has helped me tremendously because I lost a lot of money before, is if you spend $1 on any type of advertising, you want to make $2 to $20 back. So don't spend advertising just because you want to get a follower or get a like. Now, however, if you understand the lifetime value, and this is way more advanced than just telling you where to promote and stuff like that for this video. But if you understand the lifetime value of a customer, so let's say, for instance, if I knew that it takes 3 or 4 months for me to constantly create content or be in front of a customer, but it cost me $5 to get that customer, but I know in 3 or 4 months later on, they're gonna probably buy something for $30 or $40. Well, at that point, that's fine. But for right now, if you're just learning how to start working on your ads and selling something, you don't really understand the lifetime value of them, then definitely, once you put $1 in, you want to treat it sort of like a slot machine. You put $1 in, boom, you get whatever it is, 10 times back, 2 times back, whatever, as long as you get your money back, and you can continually grow your business. So that's really important. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is my favorite part, which is creating content, being a content creator. Now, some of you that are just new to the business or aren't really too social, here's a couple things and a couple tips that I want to tell you right now. when you build your list, you build your following, build your business, you definitely got to be social. And the reason why I say that is because here's the thing with paid ads. Once you create your ads, just say for instance, I ran a campaign for this week and I ran my ads. Well, once I stop running the ads, there's no more business. My business is done. So say for instance, you did something on YouTube and your ad account got canceled or banned. What next? You don't have any way to bring traffic in. So if you're solely counting on one specific method, which is paid method to get traffic in, then you kind of mess yourself up because now you don't have any more revenue coming in. Same thing goes for if you were to use Google, like Google ads. What if your account gets banned? Something like that. That's the stuff that you're going to have problems with, where if you're concentrating on just using one source of promotion, you're going to have definitely a lot of problems in the long run. So the reason why I told you to start off with paid is because you can understand what messages work best. So now the part we're talking about right now is content creation. And with the content creation, this is the best part of it because this is something that you do. Hopefully you're in this business because you enjoy it. So you want to realize, what is your favorite way of contacting or creating content? Is it going to be videos? Would it be blogging? Would it be doing podcasts? So what is it that you really favor doing? Because if for some reason you're really scared to, or you like writing more than you like doing video, well, you might consider doing a lot more blogs than you would doing video. But I can tell you right now, we're at the age where you should just be comfortable on front of the camera. And even if you're not, just get used to it. It's one of those things that it's not natural at first. It's going to feel awkward, but once you keep on doing it, it's not going to matter. I can tell you when I first vlogged years ago, I felt a little weird because I was the only one really walking around with my phone and just talking to it. But at that time, I actually had a big camera with a big tripod. So I looked crazy when I was doing it, but now it's like no big deal. Oh, he's TikToking or he's doing a YouTube video. So I want you to get comfortable with whatever it is that you're doing. So that's the next tip that I want to talk about, is creating content. Now, no matter what method that you choose, you should absolutely think about the long game. And when I say the long game, this is where adding both of those together. So when you're creating your content, I would tell you, whatever it is you're trying to sell or make or promote, whatever, again, you want to have a reason for them to constantly come back or search out for whatever it is that you're promoting. So long game, I always tell people to think of doing or creating some type of evergreen content. So you're in the crochet niche. So this is going to be a lot better than, say, for instance, if you're in the tech niche. And the reason why I say that, because on the tech niche, you're constantly creating newer and updated content. So say, for instance, if I was, I did a review on a phone. Say, for instance, if I did a video today on the iPhone 12, right? Well, next year is going to be the next iPhone 13 or whatever. So this video is not going to be good anymore. However, if I made a video on here's how to crochet a beanie or here's how to crochet a blanket, well, that's evergreen. It's always going to be something that's not going to change. I mean, it's maybe the yarn color or the way that it looks, or your overlay, or maybe that your video content looks a little different, but it's still the same content and it's evergreen. So I would tell you, for every time that you're running like your paid ads, try to always create some type of content. So the thing is, content is going to be super, super slow because it's just a matter of how often you can do that. So with the paid ad, you can literally run a campaign right now, within 30 minutes, have your first sales. When you're creating content, it might take months up to a year to build and get people to start coming in. But the beauty of doing them both together, that's what I call the hybrid. And when you actually have some ads running, again, I have a couple ads right now that I spend $5 or $10 a day that's constantly running and bringing traffic in. So I know I'm going to get sales with that. And right now, this channel that you're watching, or this video you're watching, is fairly new on this channel. So I'm going to continue to create more and more of these videos, because there's going to be a point, and I've done this for other videos or other social media platforms I've been on, that there's going to be a tipping point, and at that tipping point, something's going to like compound and just snowball like crazy. So right now, if you're starting to think, well, how many videos do I have to create, or how many pieces of Instagram pictures do I have to make? It's just, think of it as the long game. Just do it as much as you can, as long as you can, because there's going to be one point where I can tell you it's just going to grow rapidly. So I'll give you an example. I have a Facebook group right now that's over 100,000 members. I remember the first few months, it was like, 100 members, 200 members, then it went up to 500 members, to 1,000 members. Then another 2 or 3 months, it got to like 3 or 4,000. Then all of a sudden, at the 5th or 6th month, it jumped to 20,000. Next month, it was 30,000, 40,000, all the way up to like 1 month, I had like 20-something thousand members just join in 1 month. So it's just ridiculous. So it's going to snowball, and that's going to happen. So right now, again, create content that's going to be evergreen. and something that people will constantly want to come back and research, and just you can always update it. So if you did a video today or a pattern design, you can say pattern year 20x or 21 or 2022, 20, whatever it is you want to do. You can always do an updated version, do a newer video, or just have a different scene. The other ones can still be up there. It's fine, because however people see it, like your thumbnails might be different, or the picture of the yarn might be different. So you can even create the same videos over and over again, as long as you just do it in a different way and just use a different thumbnail, maybe title it a little different. And this is the same thing that goes with blogs. There's gonna be sometimes, like, you can do a research right now on how to crochet, like how to do a crochet magic circle. And I'm pretty sure that video that you're going to see right now wasn't made this week. It's probably a couple years old, but it's still getting content. People are still getting, it's still getting views, and people are still liking it and commenting, and that's still bringing them traffic to their site. So that's what I would tell you right now. Is I would tell you to have that idea of using paid advertising at first to learn to bring people in immediately. The second one is to create content where it's an evergreen type of content where you can constantly let it build over time, and then it's just going to snowball. And trust me, when that happens, you just want to be cranking out more and more videos or more and more blogs, because it's going to be a fun ride. And my question for you today is, if you are already creating content, let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite platform? Like, where are you creating your content? Is it on your own website? Are you creating your own blog? Do you have a YouTube channel, a Facebook group, or Facebook page? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to see where most of you are actually promoting your content at. I can't wait to see what you guys write down there. So the next thing that I want to bring up is, again, I talked about the hybrid approach. So I would tell you right now, I suggest starting off with a few dollars, testing out your ad campaigns, doing A/B split testing. And again, this is not teaching you how to do advertising. That's what this video is not about. You can find other methods on learning how to do A/B split testing. And once you understand that, then just let that ad continue to run, continue to grow your business. And while that's doing that, you can guarantee that you're getting some sales, or getting your followers or likes or whatever it is. And then the next thing is you can constantly create content in the background while that's going. So you're getting a 2-for-1. You're getting your traffic coming in because you're paying for it, and you're also going to start gaining organic traffic because you're creating it. So that's definitely those two methods that I recommend. There's a lot of other things you can do besides that, but start off with those, and you're going to be well advanced on promoting your content. And the bonus thing I wanted to add on is kind of like an action step. So what I was telling you earlier when I said you put $1 in, you get $2 back. Well, the main thing I can tell anybody that's creating any type of content is, or paid advertising or whatever, is to always think about capturing the person's information. And I say that meaning, get their email address, offer something, give them give them a pattern, give them free lessons or a free chart or free cheat sheet, free something, whatever it is, in order to capture, like a newsletter. It doesn't matter. You want to do that because this is the #1 trick that I use for promoting my products and stuff like that, is because once I'm able to offer something for them in exchange for their email address, the next time that I create some type of content, whether it be a video or whether it be a new blog post or whatever, the first people that I promote that to is to my list. So say for instance, I got 10,000 people on my list, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a new video. So once I put that video up on YouTube, the first thing I'm gonna do is create an email that says, hey, I got a new video that just came out. I'd love for you guys to check it out. It talks about this, whatever. So by me doing that, once I submit my my video up onto YouTube, and as soon as I send out email to my followers or to my readers, they're going to immediately watch that video. And what happens here, this is where the magic happens, and this is the algorithm that your platform loves. So if it would be Facebook, or if it was on YouTube or whatever, once they can see a huge spike of traffic of people watching that, they're going to say, well, this must be a good video because we've got so many people watching it. They're going to start promoting it. It's going to start being on the suggested pages. It's going to start being shown on people's feeds and stuff like that. So the #1 thing I can tell people is, when you think about when I said the $1 in, $2 out, that can also be done through your emails. So what I like to do is, again, I run a business here, and again, I'm an open book about it. Is, in order for me to continue to do these videos in here, I'm doing this as a career to help you build out your business while I'm building mine. I don't just sell crochet stuff. I got a lot of different other stuff on the back end that I sell, because it's a business that I'm trying to run. And the best way for me to do that is by collecting people's emails addresses, giving them some type of offer. If I sell them something, I collect their email address. And the reason why I do this is so I can give them more offer, because the thing is, I'm not doing this in a way to be like selfish or anything. I'm doing it because this person is looking for this issue. So, or this problem to be solved. So if they're looking for a certain pattern, I'm like, okay, this is the pattern that I sell. Here, buy that. In exchange, I take their email address and I get the money. And I know that they already like this, so it would be in benefit for me and them that the next pattern I come out is to show them, at least get them an offer, because if they like your product and like the first thing they bought, chances are they're gonna like the next thing you have. So it's a continual cycle. You give them what they want. They're happy about your product and your service. In exchange, you get compensated for it. So that's basic business 101. So that's what I would tell you. Hope that you enjoyed and hope you like this video. And if so, go ahead and like this video for me, because, you know, again, this is something I do. This is how I build my business. So give me a thumbs up and I really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next ones.